90.5 FM KSJS San Jose. This is Judas. Welcome to the dawn of betrayal. Yeah. Wednesday mornings are filled with music, strange news, and love advice on Music for Guys Who Like Music. Steve Sager and COD Kenny bring you the best in metal, punk, and pointers on how to be a slick lover. That's Music for Guys Who Like Music, every Wednesday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. right here on 90.5 FM KSJS. Yeah! The hell, man. I got no homeless report this morning. I saw some bum behind me trying to buy a gumball. Guy's like, he said, "Where'd you get that?" He says, "Down the aisle there." He says, 25 cents, because he had a dime out. And the guy's like, "I'll be back." And I thought, geez, that's miserable. But that's not worth a homeless report. So I had to dredge one up from the past, man. Christmas Day, like, I don't know, 2 years ago. I got no place to go. So I'm getting drunk Christmas Eve down there at Lenny's. Just getting ripped, hanging out with all the locals. That place is packed on Christmas Eve. I guess that's the only people they have as family, man. But then they kick you out at 2 o'clock and say, "Come back at 6, we open back up." So I go home, watch the damn homeless shelter burn across the street, and, not the homeless shelter, the damn rehab center, I'm sorry. And I had made my way back out for 6 o'clock in the morning, threw some beers in a bag and went walking, because that's what these boots are made for. And I ran into this bum, Richard Ferraro, because damn Lenny's wasn't open yet. I'm like, geez, you know, it's not 6 yet. Of course, I'm hanging out trying to figure out what to do other than drink beer alone. And I run into this bum, Richard Ferraro. He's just standing out front of some store asking for money from people and wishing them a Merry Christmas. You always got to get at their heart, you know. So I start talking to this guy. I'm like, "You want a beer? All right." So we each drank a couple beer, and I had 1 beer left, and so we're sharing that damn beer, man. I'm thinking, that's all right. This guy's a dirty bum, but alcohol kills everything, and I'm resilient. So I'm sitting there drinking that beer with that guy. Like, for the next week, I had an awful cold. Like, chest-wrenching, hacking and stuff, just gobs of stuff. I felt fine, but all kinds of crazy stuff was coming out of me. So I'm going to tell you, you should watch out for sharing your beers with the homeless people.
About the bed.
Yeah! You can surf with the homeless, but don't let them drink your beer. Yeah. What? Anyway, that was Paradise Lost doing their song called Hallowed Land off the Draconian Times CD. Had to play that because I'm sitting here looking outside as I'm walking up. They got all these fake tombstones on the lawn out there on the tower lawn. I'm like, woo, it's about time they started making use of state property. I'm telling you what, you know how much land is lost to these people who think you gotta put a corpse in the ground? Hell, just burn the thing up and spray it down the gutter. It's so easy. It should be cause for a festival. Not a bunch of people laying around crying hell. I don't know. They got Jimi Hendrix out there. Well, anyway, it's like when I go to funerals back home, people get bothered. My cousin and I used to check funerals out, go by the funeral home, you know, when we saw a bunch of cars out there just to see who's there. Go see priests. There was a priest there one time. I'm just like, man, see you later. You know, send you on your way. I read, oh my God, he did so much for the community. It's like, what the hell? He tormented us and oppressed us. I wanted to be pushing that thing down the road to the graveyard, man. Just open the hole, I'll dump the thing right in. But, now, people get excited because, here, I was talking to Lars last night, not Ulrich, if he were in here, I'd probably get in a fight with the guy because I'd tell him my opinion, and he'd come out with that crap I heard on the radio. You know, all these guys are just too close-minded, you know. You got to open your mind. You guys are stuck in the past. Yeah, screw you. You're giving up, man. You're going for the doubt. That's Lars Ulrich. But, this guy Lars at work, he's like, yeah, why is it that after people die, you know, people decide to say nice stuff about them? I'm like, yeah, you know, that reminded me of a story. When I was at Michigan State, well, there's this guy, Jaeger Fitzik. Everybody's going home for the weekend. 3-hour drive. I'm like, what the hell? There's beer down here. And they're like, oh, man, Jaeger's dad died. Yeah, so? Red Fitzik. Everybody's got to go home for the funeral. And I'm like, the guy was a jerk, man. What, you want me to act happy now that he's... I mean, you know, like, I love the man. Sure, I'm happy that he's dead, but I'm going to hang out down here and drink some beer, you know? People get upset when you say... What is this guy going to do, haunt me? It's the safest time in your entire time knowing this guy for you to say crap about him, you know? Yeah, the first time I met this guy, he was just a... I'm at a loss for words. I'm suffering automatomania, man. You know, when you just can't find that word. I got all kinds of words, but I'm going to get kicked off the air if I use them. So this guy, he was just a... Yeah. Anyway, we'll call him a Rick, because I know lots of people named Rick that are just... they fit that word that I'm looking for, you know? But, screw that. Go hang out with dead people? I mean, at least out here, we've got Jimi Hendrix on the lawn. We've got John Belushi, Janis Joplin, bunch of good people. I'm thinking about putting a photo session after my show together so we all come out and hang out with the great tombstones and stuff. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix is great. There's one guy, too. Len Bias. I looked at that and I was struck by the reality of the anagram that his name is. You know that basketball player, Len Bias? When I looked at it, I saw lesbian. I don't know. Maybe he liked lesbians. I love lesbians. I was with a lesbian once. They touch you, they caress you. They're so caring and soft, man. God. Everybody says, well, she wasn't a lesbian if she was with you. Well, she was before she was with me, so that's all that matters. She knew what the hell she was doing. And I learned a couple things from her, and I forgot them completely because I'm more of an angry, lover. Anyway, what the hell, man? That was Funeral Pyre off the Conan the Barbarian soundtrack. I've got messages to play for you, I guess. Oh, what the hell?
90.5 KSJS is bringing you the Snow and Skate Expo of 1999. You can come check out the Street Skate Contest hosted by Simon Woodstock and bring your skateboard out if you want to get down on the Big Daddy ramps. They also have gear and giveaways, including 2 free lift tickets to Sierra or North Star at Tahoe and June Mountain for each attendee. That's happening at the San Mateo Expo Center, October 23rd and 24th. Keep listening to 90.5 KSJS for your chance to win 2 free tickets. Brought to you by Snowboard Magazine and 90.5 KSJS.
Man, what the hell? It's the worst possible time to start acting nice to people is when they're dead. They don't care. Jeez. You know, why don't you plant some flowers in their gullet and water them every once in a while? At least you'd be able to talk to the flowers and stuff. You could justify it by saying, well, at least I had some nice conversations with a jerk. Yeah, but, I don't know, man. It seems to me everybody's got to go to funerals to make themselves feel a lot better about not being nice to that guy. It's too late. Quit lying to yourself. And what the hell? Why do we have so many graveyards? It's so when we die out years from now, people's intelligent life forms next, level starts digging things up, doing archaeology on us, whatever they call it then. It's going to be different, of course. They have a whole new language. But they're going to find all these cemeteries, digging up bodies, going, Jesus. Everybody must have been a king. They're trying to make us all look so good. Because we find little, caves with a bunch of dead people in it, and it's only like family members and emperors and stuff. And we're like, look, they're all in a cave. We're taking mass stretches of property and wasting it on them. You can put the homeless in those holes. You can throw dirt on them if you want afterwards, but you don't have to do that. You can give these people homes, man. I lived in the desert. I was digging holes, living in the ground. By the time I left there, I had a damn hole. Every time we move, I'd dig a new hole, I had a hole like 4 feet deep, 8 feet wide, long, and about, say 3.5 feet wide. And I had a piece of plywood over the top of it and a net spreader up under there, spreading my poncho with sandbags on it. I'd sleep, crawl out of there, wake up, my sleeping bag all undone. I'd crawl out of there, there'd be ice all over everything. People freezing. I'm like, you should dig a hole, So it insulates you. You can keep your stuff in there. You might want to take the poncho off the top every once in a while because, hell, you're living in the desert. It gets to stinking. I went a month and a half without a shower, man. You know how bad that is? It wasn't bad. But I'm going to tell you what, I got in scalding hot water and it just felt like I was peeling flesh off me. I was a phoenix reborn. Anyway, this is something. Wait, no, we're not ready for that. We got to play a damn, what do you call it? PSA.
90.5 KSJS is bringing you the Snow and Skate Expo of 1999. You can come check out the Street Skate contest and 2 free tickets. Brought to you by Snowboard Magazine and 90.5 KSJS.
I guess I already played that one, huh? I got this one right here I'm supposed to read, though. The staff and wait, what the hell? The staff and management at Technopower, located in Santa Clara, has a message for all students. Whether you're interested in math, literature, business, the arts, the exciting world of high-tech, what's important is your dedication and commitment. When you dive into an area of study or training, look for rocks now and follow the process through. The world will reward your efforts. Technopower has been in business since 1979, specializing in placing engineers, CAD design. Come here, CAD. Oh, Shane, no, boss, no, I did. Yeah. And programmers. Technopower encourages our listeners to use your education to help make dreams become a reality. For information on career opportunities, you can call 408-748-0444, extension 70. Make your dreams become a reality. Man, I was sleeping this morning, I almost slept in. Had my alarm set for like 3:20 last night before I went to sleep, knowing I was only going to be getting about 2.5 hours of sleep. I told my mind, I said, wake up. You got to wake up in the morning. Otherwise, you're not going to wake up, see? And all of a sudden, I'm having a dream that I'm standing here in the station, and these people all come in, and they're talking about chicks. And I realized, oh, my God, I got to wake up. And I woke up, and it was like 3:58. My alarm didn't wake me up, but that chick dream, it woke me up. Got to go get chicks. Got to be on the radio. If you're looking for work, looking for a career change, or just looking to improve your work life, the Career Action Center can help. The Career Action Center offers free 45-minute introductions every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. For more information, give us a call, 408-924-KSJS. And so I'm standing out talking to this bum, drinking beers with him. He's telling me his life story, how he got out here. He left his brother back in Chicago and came out here, made his way, After talking to him about 30 minutes, he asks me, it says to me, this guy's out in the street, we got to stick together, huh? I said, wait, hey. And I felt kind of bad, so about 5 minutes later, I told him, hey, look, man, I've got a house. I live indoors, man. And he still let me hang out. See, I'm accepted by the homeless people. Rally them up! Let's take City Hall! But, anyway, hey, look. I'm just going to go ahead and play this nice song by Cannibal Corpse. What is this? Blowtorch Slaughter. Yeah! See, my roommate and I, we were watching all these war movies. You know, just people racking off shotguns, burning villages. And I thought, you know, how vulnerable that guy is with a damn blowtorch, man. He can be torching the house and, you know, there goes the damn front door up in flames and somebody kicks the thing down and stands back, starts, you know, peppering them with automatic machine gun fire. He's got fire and everything, you know, but if you can get on the damn gun quick enough, you just knock him down, shoot the tank, blow him up, something like that. He's too vulnerable. So, I kind of came up with an idea. We did. Yeah. You've got like a shotgun right under the flamethrower. So here you are. Guy's on fire, just skin peeling back, burning up, and then he's getting filled with hot lead. I mean, tell me that's not going to make the others run out the back door of that shack, man. Yeah. What the hell? Huh. You know that damn song. The other day I wake up. As soon as I wake up, I got that song in my head. I'm going, oh my God, what the hell? And it was like driving me crazy. I'm walking around with this song in my head. So I put some music on the radio, on this, you know, on CD on. I drove off to work and I was just so happy because I noticed I had boiling blood in my head, you know. I was like, yeah, all right. It helps. Had to cleanse that, you know. But, well, you know, really all I got to say is, you're a legend, believe it or not. You remember him. He's up at this time of morning, and he called in and wanted to hear that damn Dismember song. Yeah, Life, Another Shape of Sorrow. That's off the Massive Killing Capacity CD. And, I don't know, that, oh, Cannibal Corpse was in there. I'm going to go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Really, I don't know. Really should have some drugs in here for this song, but I guess we'll have to do on Mountain Dew.
All the while that he walked, he had Christ above his head. Not the Lamb on the Mount, not the Christ on the cross, but the crying lion in Gethsemane, asking, what the hell am I supposed to do? What the fuck do they want from me? What do they want from me? The second law of thermodynamics applied to a social situation, entropy. They will corrupt everything I've ever put forth in my teachings anyway. The keys to the gates of heaven will not turn for any man who twists the words of the Son of Man. Everything comes apart at the center. Yates, Cates, the beast crouches in the east. They want it, I'll give it to them. But they're not gonna like it when I do. You know that I should. No more. No more.
I'd like to thank you all for coming out here tonight. My name's Judas. This is Dawn and Betrayal, 90.5 FM KSJS, San Jose. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I've got some tickets here right now. Just for all you people that never complain, you never give tickets out at 7 in the morning when I'm getting ready to go to work. You know, nobody ever calls it in here. What the hell, you know? But I see exactly for all you people who don't complain. You want to go to the Snow and Skate Expo on the 23rd and 24th of, what do you call it? October. I guess that's this weekend. Give me a call. I'll send you. I've got all kinds of tickets. Yeah, this is amorphous.
These are old tapes. These are old shows. There's all kinds of stuff going on. All I know is that there's a beer in the refrigerator. And I think we're going to see where this is at.
Every time you turn the microphone on, this thing's supposed to start recording what you're saying so they can check you and make sure you're not doing anything wrong. I'm sitting there listening to this thing just relaxing, you know, at home. Sitting there doing some rain and hanging out, you know, whatever else. And I'm like, Jesus, it scares the hell out of you, I suppose. I don't know. I'm just hoping to get somebody believing there's somebody in the back seat, you know, driving down the road. One time I was driving through the cemetery, my sister and I, we lived by the cemetery growing up. And my sister cruises through the cemetery on the way home, dead of night, trying to scare me, you know, whatever. I don't know. I was just a little kid. She's driving through there really slowly, and it's got trees and animals and all kinds of stuff. Dead people everywhere. They're mostly covered with dirt. But pretty soon, she had some tape in the tape player that was done, and it was just going along. I was like, There's somebody laughing in the back seat. I'm like, Jesus, we're both, But, you know, you get desensitized to that. Pretty soon you start reaching with the damn lighter, you know, trying to burn people and stuff. I usually burn the elbows. You know, if you're driving along going, I'm going to screw around with you, I'll just push the little car lighter in and burn your elbows with it. But, anyway, what did we just hear? Dark Tranquility. Yeah, that was a song To a Bitter Halt. You know what? I found out that if you're driving fast enough, there's nothing gonna stop you. I've driven through trees, traffic signal control boxes. Not only did that, but I flew through the air in the process, man. Those were a couple different cars, of course. Only one of them drove away. The one with the trees, flying over a 20-foot ditch, flying right through them, and they just set you down nicely. They're only about, I don't know, 8 inches, 12 inches in diameter. They set you down nice. You get pulled out and drive home, go to work drunk, pulling shingles off a roof somewhere. But, yeah, anyway, I almost beat a guy up that day, actually. Anyway, what the hell? There it is. I might as well tell that story. Earlier that day, before I got all drunk and drove my car over a precipice, I was at the Boyne Falls Polish Festival in Boyne Falls, Michigan. Not too far from Gaylord, maybe 20 miles. And I was at the mud bog races. They had a track and, you know, these four-wheel drive trucks. My brother had a Bronco, like a 75 Bronco. He'd drive that. He almost ran over a bunch of people, flew off the track that day. He's always good for a show, Martin. But, so I'm sitting there, and you see these two little kids, 10-year-old kids, putting stuff in the damn can, in the bag, man, cans, because every one of those cans is 10 cents in Michigan. The homeless people go crazy. They fight and battle. Dun, 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 dun. They're fighting, rolling around on the ground, and actually, there's plenty for all of them, and it's too cold for too many homeless, so they're spread pretty thin. We've got a homeless woman in our town. She used to just sit in the street. She'd walk for miles and go sit down in the street with her legs in the road. One night I'm driving a pizza car. There's a 15, 17-year-old kid come flying under the viaduct, slushy roads. It's winter time, and there's this woman sitting in the right lane. I'm like, Jesus, pull over, fly around her. I should have just run her down, you know. I figured, well, somebody will get her eventually. And they did. She disappeared. They suspect that she's been abducted, raped, and buried somewhere in the woods. if buried at all. But she's out in the woods somewhere. There are all kinds of people out in the woods in northern Michigan. But I don't know what the hell I was talking about. Oh, yeah. So these kids are collecting the cans, and, you know, my brother's like, man, those kids. I said, what? He said, well, last year the kids collected these cans, and when they tried to take them out of the gate, the security stopped them and took the cans away from them. I said, what? He said, yeah, they won't let them take the cans out. So these kids are going through all this work to collect these cans, you know, and make $16. Hell, I stole a bag of cans from behind the church when I was a kid. Just a plastic bag full of cans. That was $16, man. And so you get a lot of money for these things. It's not like, here, that's a pound, here's your quarter, go get me some more. But they're making cash off. These little kids, man, they just want to buy some liquor, you know, and the damn security guard, I see him go up to him and talk to him, and the kids walked away all sad. And I went up to those kids. I said, hey, I said, did that guy tell you that you can't keep those cans? And they were all sad and shaking their head, yes, you know, nodding, yeah. And I said, give me that. And I grabbed a hold of that damn bag of cans, and I started running around, throwing the bag, you know, by the bottom. Cans flying everywhere, and a big trail behind me. I'm running, yeah, come on. And the security guard comes up, what the hell's going on? And these people, what are you doing? They didn't understand what I was doing, man. Nobody ever understands. And I'm like, you're going to take these cans from these kids after all that work they did? Well, they can't take them on. I said, you sat there and watched them pick up all these cans. This big fat lout of a security guard, some guy from Boyne Falls. Hey, you want to wear a badge for the weekend? So he's like, what? And I'm about to fight this guy, and here come the cops. And it's like, whoa, you got to settle down when the cops come up. And all the time I'm trying to explain to this cop, there's some woman yelling, kick his ass, I can't believe it. And I'm like, shut up, you don't know what's going on here. Nobody ever understands. But they didn't kick me out because I didn't do anything wrong. And then I went to the beer tent, and they don't have the women's and the men's porta-johns marked very well, so somebody saw me coming out of the damn woman's porta-john. It's not like I'm in there having sex with a woman. The last time I tried that, they wouldn't give in. I figured out you don't want to do that because they just don't go for it. It's a really dirty place, you know. But anyway, they kicked me out, and there I am driving down the freeway. Not the freeway, down the back roads, really. Anyway, so that was To a Bitter Halt by Dark Tranquility off the Projector CD. You drive fast enough, just plow right through, man. Candiria did their song Mathematics. Wait, we didn't do Nail Bomb. Gorillas. God, I'd rather deal with a gorilla than a damn howler monkey, I'll tell you that any day. Howler monkeys scare me. Throw you in a pen with a couple howler monkeys and a baboon, see who wins. Jeez. The gorillas, they just sit there and eat their vomit. Anyway, yeah, we heard all that. Why don't you listen to this important message?
Thirsty for new music? Tired of the same station playing the same music all day?
There's something about this. It goes on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I know. It's still playing. You don't. I guess that's it. Wow. Close the refrigerator. Shut the fucking door. Good day. Goodbye. Good night.